Hey guys, welcome to another fun time with Blessed in How to Hack. so Today we'll be playing with TryHackMe's LFI local file inclusion room. Let's see how quickly we can complete the task and probably grab ourselves some flags. As you can see, LFI local file inclusion is actually a vulnerability that you'll find in most PHP-based web servers. That doesn't mean it's limited to PHP based actually. This vulnerability is such that a user can actually impute malicious commands that will be executed on the server and to retrieve information or to access directories that he shouldn't be actually. This is something that you find common because there is no proper input sanitization, which we know is one way to actually curb most of these kind of like inputs injection attacks. Sorry. All right, so we're going to quickly work with what they have here. I have actually gotten the access that page, and this is what it looks like. So quickly, I may be tempted to maybe grab Go Buster. I'm just going to start the terminal session. I don't know if my VPN thing is on already. I'm going to check. Just do the IP ADDR run grep for that. Okay, my VPN is running. Oh, good. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to clear this. Then I'm going to sorry. I think I should have a Go Buster command in my clipboard. It's not there. Okay, great. I think I'm just going to CD downloads. Then I'll cut the content of I have gobuster.txt. I'm just going to work with this. So I see gobuster. We have HTTP. I'm going to grab the IP address. Okay. Then I'll fall back here and I'll paste that in here. Okay. Directly, I'll pass the word list. We'll be using user here. I think it's the Buster word list directory to list medium, maybe medium. Okay. Okay, great. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure that out. All right, so pass the thread in of maybe 250. Just work with what we have there. Then I'm going to see. I don't think I need to see that anyways. I can just execute this. Let's see if there's anything interesting which we'll find. While that is cruising, I'll come here, and as usual, I love to play around just to see how this has been built. I could probably first maybe view page source, see what is happening in there. If there's any interesting stuff, just going to look around quickly, scan. Okay. Oh wow, look at that, guys. This is pretty fun. Okay, so what I can see here is if I fall back here, let's say I go to about, I can see the way it's actually pulling for resource from the web server. Is this going to load? It's taking so long. Okay, I'm going to just be doing that talk here. So if you look at what is happening, we see that home question mark page equals, so it's kind of like pulling based on the way it's been defined. So which means if I can actually pass in something else here, it should be able to pull something else for me. Okay, so we're going to run this Go Buster thing again, and now it's seeing some stuff. Then we're going to refresh this page. It seems like we lost our VPN connection, so we had to go fix that in the background. Now quickly running this page, and we can see what we have here. I can click on about and look at the way it's sourcing for that resource. So this tells me something is actually happening, which can be taken advantage of, because if you look at the way it's sourced for that resource, it's more like question mark file equals, in this case, question mark page equals. So if I can take advantage of that, I can actually be able to access files that I shouldn't be able to access. Now we're going to try maybe test classic basic LFI technique and see if it's going to work. I'm just going to, based on my knowledge, see if I can play with this. I'll pass in something else here, see if I can maybe bypass 2, 3, 4. Then if I can read the content of Etsy password file, I know usually there'll be read access, maybe not write access. See if it's going to work on this. That's quite classic. I'll be surprised if it does work. Okay, so if I go to the bottom, so look at that. I'm able to read the content of the Etsy password file in the web server or on the web server. And I can probably look around as a root user, maybe other service accounts. Then I can find user, look at this, 1000 user Falcon seems to be a theme there. And he's got SSH happening. So I may be tempted to want to go look for user Falcon and probably, oh no, this is SSHT, sorry, user Falcon. So maybe I can probably dump the content of the bash RC file of user Falcon. I could find some important stuff there that might inform me of something that will direct me towards where the SSH keys should be. So I'm going to pass this classic again. Then this time around, I'm going to go for the home. Then I'm going to look for Falcon. I know Falcon is there. My spelling is correct. Then I'm going to pass that for the dots. That's actually hidden bash RC. Let me see if I can dump that content as well. If it works, we might find some very useful details from there. And it did work. So if we analyze this clearly, we can actually find very useful details about that user, which I'm just going to look around. This is my first time doing this also. So I may spend some time looking around. I can see the history size. I can see the shell. Okay. Let's pipe. Then I can see the color sets. Environment variables, more or less around that stuff. Then yeah, sage roots. Just looking at some interesting PSI stuff there. Okay. Well, this is pretty much fun since we can actually dump this as well. We can analyze this on our own to grab for more details. And usually we know that this bash RC file is something that actually contains very detailed information about that user specific, and hence it can help inform us if we're going to be going against that user. So at this point, I can see the ID RSA stuff. So let me see if I can actually access that as well. I'm going to try this thing on home Falcon. Let me see if I can do the .ssh hidden directory. Then if I can, if it is named that ID underscore RSA. If I can, then that will be game over for me if this works. If it doesn't, then maybe I will try. Did it work? Whoa, it did work. Wow, this is game over. Okay, so we can copy this and go play with this, see if we can SSH into that user. So I'm going to copy this whole line. I'm just going to copy this. In my day-to-day probably job, if I'm going to be doing this, I will be using burp suits just so I can actually see the response from the server. Maybe a couple of other interesting stuff. But I think I already grabbed this from here. So I'll fall back into my terminal. I believe it's this one. Already I can see there seems to be just this whole thing happening. I might kill this because I don't think I need this anymore. I'm going to clear this. Then I'm going to split the screen quickly just so I can, I'll sudo here. Okay. Is that the wrong password? Okay, I'm going to clear the screen. Then I'm going to maybe make the, I'll just call this LFI. And I'm going to probably change into LFI. Okay, then I'm going to nano, let's call this ID RSA. So we can paste this thing in there. Then we can write this file exit. Can we cut the content of ID RSA? I hope it's in the right format. Okay, we'll be tempted to pretty think that's cool. Anyways, I'm going to just probably change the mode. I know if I do ls tab, oh man, this keyboard is sucking at me again. Just to view, I can see that the file is read write. Usually IDRSA loves the 600, so I may be tempted to change this to read write for only the user. Then every other person should have no access. So I'll go ch mode. I'll do the 600 on ID RSA file. So if I run that ls command again, you can now see it's read write for me, the current user, and every other person, no access. I'll clear this screen quickly, then I'll try to see if I can SSH. Let me use the tag I for the ID RSA file. Then I'm going to pass as Falcon and pass the IP address of Falcon. Let me just go copy that quickly from the web page. Oh, sorry. I can grab it from TryHackMe. Okay, I'm just going to copy this, then fall back to my terminal, then pass this here. Okay, let me see if I can SSH. I'll accept that. And oh, it's asking for password. So the invalid formats. Okay, so there must be a problem with the format of the ID RSA, loaded keys, invalid formats. Okay, so I'm going to just exit this. Anyways, just cancel this. I'll remove that ID RSA file. So I'm going to try to go grab that file again. This time around, what I'm going to do quickly, let me close this. I'm going to set up burp suits to do that for me. So I'm going to spin up burp suits. I'm a bit fast because I'm trying to kill time. I have to go to work. Okay, so burp suits is doing its thing. I'm just going to, don't show this, but it keeps showing it anyways. I'm just going to don't show that again. So I think I already have Foxy proxy set up for Bob, so good. That should save me some time. Then I'm going to quickly, oh, this is quite slow. Just don't want to update nothing now. Just load me a new instance. Okay. Okay, so burp suit is up. So what we're going to do is we'll go to our intercept in that proxy, I believe. So intercept is on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up Foxy proxy to direct to burp for me. Then I'll run this again, maybe capture that request in burp. Then I'll specifically do intercept for response to this request. Then I'll just forward it. See if I can grab the server response. And look at the server response. So this way it looks pretty clean. I'm just going to copy it from here. Okay. I'm going to copy this. Then I'll fall back to my terminal and maybe give this nano. This will be the new ID RSA file. I'm going to paste this. So this looks pretty clean. I'm going to write this out and exit this, clear the screen. Then I'm going to probably view, again, our ch mode 600 on this file. Just so I have got that thing running for me, clear the screen. So we're gonna SSH to the hosts. We're just gonna run SSH .I, the ID RSA file, then the host. I think the host IP had changed because I had to go to something somewhere. So it's now 22.62. We're just going to go back there, 22.62. Then we should run this and wait for it. Okay, so we are in the box as user Falcon. So I can run an ID just to verify. We can see we are, we've got this UID, user ID as 1000, which is Falcon. Then also Falcon, the group ID, the group Falcon only. Then this order stuff set for us. Okay, great. We're going to clear this screen just so we can verify how to escalate privilege. If I try to maybe sudo su and see, I don't have the password for Falcon, so that might not be a thing that I want to do now. So but I'm going to check if Falcon actually has such privilege. So sudo, I'll tap L on this. Let's see. So Falcon is allowed to run the journal.ctl, and it's going, journal.ctl is running as roots. So if Falcon executes that journal.ctl, it runs with root privilege. So quickly, we're going to go see how we can probably take advantage of this to escalate our privilege. Now, one quick way to find out stuff like this is to use the GTFO beans. Yeah, great. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to go search for GTFO beans. Let me see. I'm going to just stop this burpsy thing before it keeps giving me this trouble I don't want. Okay, so I'm going to go to GTFO beans. Then I'm going to look for journal.ctl because I see journal.ctl is a thing here running as roots. Let me see if I can find anything like that. So there's journal.ctl there. I'm just going to open it up. Let me see if there are techniques. And I see if it's running as roots, I can grab a root shell. If I just put the apostrophe and the bean bash sh. So we're going to try this technique and see if it works. I think I should run it as sudo. So I'm going to sudo this pass to where it is. It's been, then it's journal.ctl. Okay, then if I can pass that line and see if it's going to work. So I'm going to pass this, then I'm going to pass that bean bash, see if it could give me a root shell. Oh, I'm trying bash, and bash worked for me. I could probably have tried sh because sh was what was specified here, but I just took the initiative of trying bash, and you can see if I run that ID again, now I am root. Now this was pretty smooth and easy. If you haven't seen our YouTube channel, you'll find we have a couple of videos around Linux privilege escalations, several techniques. You should go check that out. This was one of the methods which I covered in the TryHackMe newsroom. And just like that, we're able to grab a root shell. That was pretty easy. So let's just find out where we are. We can cut the content of user.text. Let's quickly grab this and go submit it to TryHackMe. We haven't actually submitted anything else. So I'll copy this. Then I'm going to fall back to TryHackMe. Getting the user. Let's see, what are we supposed to fill? We'll start from here. Just completing this task. Then here, let's see, look around the website. What is the name of the parameter you found on the website? I see that page. Okay, then once we have found the vulnerability, okay. This I don't need to answer anything. This I don't need to answer anything. The user is Falcon. We saw that as well. Then this I don't need to answer anything. Oh, this I have to. This I don't need to. Which name the file which can give access to the location. Name the file which can give you access to Falcon's account. Is that not the IDRSA? We'll verify. Okay, that's it. What is the user flag? I see we can paste this. Was that it? Okay, so we already escalated to roots. So do we need to submit anything here? What is the root flag? Oh, okay, we'll see. What can Falcon run as roots? So it can run bean journal CTL. Then this no need. What is the root flag? Okay, this no need. So let's go find out the root flag, and we're going to use the find command just to search for it. And quickly we can see that flag is in root.txt. So I'm just going to copy this and cut the content of that file. And that's the root flag. So we're going to grab this quickly and go paste this out in TryHackMe. So that should be here. And that should be the end of the room. I see we have just completed the room. Pretty smooth and cool stuff. Well, thanks for sticking around with me. We'll be showcasing more TryHackMe rooms, and just ensure you click or smash that like button, and also subscribe, please. We do ask for your subscription, and just to stay abreast with recent updates. We also do some cloud security stuff. You can check that out as well in our YouTube channel, as well as some other Windows fun stuff. Okay, see you next episode. Bye bye.